Yo, my name is Eric G, and I was thinking about making this video or not. But basically, I'm gonna talk, and whether it gets views or not doesn't matter to me. But I'm gonna talk about basically the things. I'm gonna talk about the things that I hate right now in my life, and I guess by. I'm gonna start by saying, um, where I live at, that I hate right now, that I'm stuck with my mom. I hate that I'm stuck with my mom, and I hate that I've been living in the studio so long. That I hate that the bathroom basically is because it's a studio, and I hate that because I've been in there so long that the bathroom, the paint is like all messed up. It doesn't even work. I mean, the paint is peeling off because we've been there so long. I hate that the shower doesn't even really turn. The knobs don't work right. I mean, they work, but not the shower. I hate that the water doesn't come down. What else? I hate that I can't move out. I hate that I'm stuck in a place, or I hate that I'm stuck in a position that I don't want to be in, or a situation. I hate that I'm in a circumstance that I can't seem to escape, that I want to be free, but I can't. It's like I'm stuck in a cage because the studio is real small, so there's not much space. So I can't even set up a desk. I can't even set up a chair. I can't even set up a couch. Every time I watch TV or use it, I have to use my bed. I have to be using my bed all the time, every day, and I hate that I got to do that, and that I can't actually have that I can't sit far and actually use the TV and actually have like a separate little spot for using the games in the bed. But I hate that it's literally a studio, so my mom, I can't use the space. It's literally one side mine and her side the other, and I hate that I can't have the space to set up a table and to actually do the videos the way that I want and the way that I would like. And I hate that I always have to come outside to do this, and that if it's raining, like I can't be inside to make more videos. And what else? I hate that the job that I work at is not enough. It's not sufficient enough. I hate that my financial situation is not a good foundation. I hate that my financial situation is not solid enough to maintain me living on my own. That I hate that I don't have enough money, and that I won't, and that I hate that I will not have enough money to be living on my own because everything is so expensive. That the only possible way to do that is to work two jobs, and I hate that I don't want to do two jobs because then I can't go to church as much. And I hate that what else? And I hate that my mom, the stuff she does sometimes gets me angry, and I hate that every time I go to sleep, I gotta tell her, because every time I go to sleep, she loves to leave the computer on, and I hate that it's on, and she loves to leave the window open, and I hate that it's next to the highway, and that I can't sleep that much because I gotta hear the stupid freeway noise, and I hate that I gotta hear it. She keeps the window open, and she never wants to close it. And like I said, I hate that she wants to keep her laptop on just to sleep, because for some reason she thinks that it's so good, or for some reason she thinks that I need this noise to sleep, otherwise I can't. And I'm the opposite, and I hate that. And sometimes I hate it so much that I want to get up and tell her some things, but I know there's some things that I don't even want to say There's some things that I don't even want to put on Facebook because I know that she will watch those videos of on Facebook and she'll think negative things because I'm just trying to speak my mind and speak what I feel. But of course, when we do that, sometimes people will not take it as speaking as you feel. They'll take it as speaking like you're attacking them if I say something negative about what she chooses to do and not to do. And I hate that. And I also think that I just hate when she does that. And like sometimes I get so angry about it, I guess because I don't know why. Sometimes it's just how I am. I just get angry and I just want to get up and tell her to turn the laptop off and just leave it off until I get up and go to work. Then I can actually sleep because I know the laptop is off and the light is annoying because I hate the light from the laptop. It doesn't matter even if she puts on her headphones because she thinks that makes a difference. If she just plugs in her headphones and doesn't turn off the laptop. And sometimes I just want to get up and tell her, just turn it off when you actually sleep. Like a normal person would do. When you sleep, you turn it off. When you're not sleeping, of course, it's on. But no, she doesn't want to do that. And what else? Oh, I hate that I should be moved out. I hate that I'm at the age where I always feel like I should be ahead, but I'm behind. I hate that I feel like I'm falling behind of everyone around me. I hate that I feel like I'm falling behind my friends that I known, my coworkers, my just my coworkers and friends, and I hate that people that I used to know, basically, I feel like they're so far ahead. They're the ones that have moved on. They're the ones that have gotten a house by now. They're the ones that are not single. They're the ones that are not that are married, that do have a kid, and that are enjoying life. And I hate that I'm just feel like I'm just stuck doing nothing. And I hate that I feel like I'm just not progressing anymore, that I'm just stuck in a box and without two jobs. I feel like I'm never gonna move on. I'm never gonna be able to get out of this place that I'm in, and I hate that every time because I feel like, and then I can't find, and if I go, then I see people actually finding somebody, and I feel like, and sometimes I wonder what's taking so long. And every year I just try to stay um, positive, and I just wonder why every time I try, nothing happens in my life, but yet everybody else is getting there, they're moving on with their life. And then sometimes I feel like, or I hate that I just am not married. I hate that I'm still single. I hate that I just seem to not be able to find anybody. Um, and every time I try, I hate that every time I try, somebody's going to be too young or somebody's going to be too old or the person's going to be dating or the person's going to be married already. And then I'm just out of luck and I can't do nothing. And what else? And yeah, and basically, I just hate that I just want to do something and I'm at a place or point or a time where I feel like I'm just I'm just gonna be stuck behind. I'm not making progress and I'm just stagnant, I guess is the word. I feel like I'm being stagnant, or I forget what another word is for that. Or basically, I feel like I have more potential to do more things, but I'm getting restricted from the potential that I have because of the situation that I'm in because of with my mom, the space that I want to do more things, I can't, because the way I want to set up things basically is impossible, because of course, like I said, it's a studio, so there is a limit to what I can do, and I hate that because there's so much potential and so much things and so many visions that I have, or so many goals, or so many things that I want to try to do, or more things that I want to add to the YouTube channel, or at least try to add to the channel, that I could do more of if I didn't have to come outside to the park all the time. I could do more things and try. And I just hate that I'm not dating right now, and I hate that I can't find a relationship, because I feel like that's one thing that I feel like I'm missing. And I just hate it, because now I feel like I'm at the point where I want to share things with people. I want to share my music with people. I want to connect with the person. You know, in life, you want to share your ambitions, you want to share your goals, you want to share your dreams, you want to share your love, the joy, all those things. And I feel like right now, I just feel like it's impossible, because every year I feel like my steps are just never happening. And I feel like I just can't progress, because I'm financially in a rut, or financially in a hole. And financially, I feel like I'm in a hole to where I can't do a lot of things that I want to move on and do, because I only work one job. And I hate that the job is okay, but it's not good, because I didn't go to college. And I guess I should have, because now that's paying. It could have been, if I went to college, maybe it could have, maybe it could have gone a different way. Maybe I could have found a better job to make enough money to move out, but I chose not to, which I think I should have. And like I said, this is just I don't know, my feelings, whatever you want to call it. My anger, I don't know, my frustrations, or just where I'm at now. I guess I'm going to pray before I end the video. Now, thank you for this day. Let me just pray real quick. Oh yeah, before I forget, I just and I also feel like when I go home, I'm so distracted. I can't. I mean, I could focus on what I want to do, but I feel like there's just too many distractions at home, especially. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. And regarding what my mom likes to watch, I personally, I really hate that she watches stuff that's explicit and vulgar and really bad jokes, like more than explicit jokes, like adult explicit jokes. And it gets very annoying, and I hate it, because I got to hear the F word, I got to hear the S word, I got to hear the P word, I got to hear all those words. And yeah, I could block it out, but and I also hate that I got to use my headphones all the time just to block that out, because I don't want to hear it. And sometimes she's going to watch things that are explicit, and that means there's going to be the sex in it. And then there might be an sex scene. And if she chooses to watch it, she might be blasting her stupid laptop. And then I hate that I got to hear it. And it's very awkward, and very, it makes me feel very uncomfortable when she has to play that garbage. And of course, and the scene is happening, and she's watching, and I got to hear it, and then I feel awkward and I feel uncomfortable. But no, she has to play her stupid stuff all the time that I hate. And that's just some of the things that I can't remember right now. Of course, there's going to be probably a couple things that I'm going to forget as soon as I stop the video. I'm sure there's going to be a couple things that I'm going to remember that I gonna forget to mention. But that's basically the stuff. And yeah, and sometimes I hate it so much that I don't know. I hate it so much that I want to just get up and 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 usually I don't use explicit words. Usually I don't cuss. I try not to cuss, but I get I get so angry that I actually do want to say it, or or I hate that she doesn't. And I get so angry that I usually don't cuss, but that's how angry I get, is that I want to use a cuss word just because she's making me so angry with keeping the laptop on, listening to explicit garbage, um, not turning it off when she sleeps. It's very annoying to me. And maybe all this stuff that I'm saying that I hate and get angry at, maybe somebody might say that's nothing, or maybe you watch the video and say you're exaggerating, or I don't know, just something. Maybe it's nothing for you, but we're all different people and we all have different things that make us angry. So just because all these things that I mentioned make me angry, and all that stuff that I mentioned that I hate, maybe that doesn't apply to anybody who watches these videos or anybody who watches this video, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But, and also my mom isn't working anymore, so it makes it very frustrating, and I hate that every time I got to think about what if my mom can't afford the place we're living, and I hate that, like I said, financially, I hate that I can't even afford my own place on my own right now because I only work one job, and every day I got to think about what if X, Y, and Z happens with my mom, or what if X, Y, and Z happens and I'm at the point where I can't even afford to move into a new place because why? Because I have to work two jobs because everything is so hard right now. And that's just something that I always think about, and that I wish financially, I wish I was stable so I can relax more and actually know that if it's possible that I can actually move out and be financially not stressed out, I guess you can say is the word, is financially not be stressed about things, and that I can concentrate on more other things that I want to be concentrated on. But my mind is like wandering all the time on things that I worry about. But it says, of course, in the Bible that not worry. What does worrying do for a person? Oh, and also there's something else I wanted to say. And happiness is something. Oh yeah. Well, and it's also things I want to do, and also there's things that I wish happened that still don't happen. And sometimes it's hard not to feel disappointed when you have something that wanted to happen but I doesn't. Like every time I just pray, hopefully this happens, hopefully this happens. Oh, if this doesn't happen, and I feel like every time I pray, every year, it doesn't happen. Every year I say I just want this to happen. I'm just tired. I don't know. I'm just tired of being alone all the time. But you might say you got your friends and family. You're not alone. But like, yeah, I know that. But I still feel like I'm alone because I can't share those new experiences with somebody, with my music, with the music I have, with movies, those experiences that you get from somebody who's not a family or a friend. I'm talking about like your actual spouse or husband or your first girlfriend or boyfriend. Those kind of experiences that I still haven't got to. And I just feel like I'm just so far behind getting to dating, and yeah. And like I said, I'm just gonna, like I said, I didn't have plans. I just said, let me make this video because if I don't, I'm gonna think about all these things, and I feel like I should just get it out instead of just waiting for it. Oh, and also I feel like that's a big turnoff for um, for women, or for somebody who would look to date. I feel like as soon as I say I'm still living with my mom, they're gonna be like, no thanks. And I feel like living with my mom is a hindrance, I guess you could say. I feel like living with my mom is a burden, and now I feel like living with my mom is a um, I feel like now it's a responsibility, because now the problem I feel like with my mom is, even if I do get two jobs, let's say in 2 months, and I do have enough to move out, then I always think about what is my mom's plan. Because right now my mom is not working. My mom has no plan. My mom is not working. Financially, she really didn't plan well. I mean, financially, she really planned poorly. Like, her plan financially was really bad. She chose not to work anymore. So now she's home all the time. And financially, she's struggling even worse. And now I'm trying to, and now, I mean, I'm not struggling financially, um, but I'm not stable financially either. So I try to help her, but I'm not good either. So I don't want it to be where she can't afford a place to live on her own, and I don't want to come to a point where I can afford the place, but it has to be the same place that she's been living, because a new place would be too expensive and the rent would be too high that I couldn't afford it by myself. And yeah, and basically I'm just a little worried, and I always think about, I just want to get out of my mom's home. I just want to be on my own. I just want to get I just want to get to my own place. I just want to be independent. I don't want to be worried and stressed. So I'm just asking God if He can help me. I'm just asking if He can help me with what I'm going through. And that I just saying, God, I need your help. I need your help to get past all this stuff. I just need your help, God, to relax my mind. Yeah. And I just want, hopefully that happens. And like I said, I try to stay positive, and I just, yeah. So those are the things that I don't know, the things that I'm going through. And like I said, I just thought about making this video, because I know if I don't, I'm just gonna not stop. So I mean, if I don't, I'm just gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna want to post it. So like I said, I'm probably gonna think about more things after I'm done, but that's the basic thing. Oh yeah, one more thing before I actually turn it off. Yeah, just one more thing I want to say. And also, it's even harder for my mom, because actually, let me talk about something that I kind of don't talk about, or I think every time I try to talk about it, feels, I don't know how to feel about it. But as far as somebody asks, do you live, or when people ask, where's your dad? I have to say that, well, as far as that goes, I don't know how to feel. I mean, my dad, basically, he passed away. Um, how I don't know, because he left when I was, actually, let me talk about a little bit more now that I remember before I forget. Basically, he left before I was born, and oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. And also, he left before I was born. So if you ask me, do you have a father figure in your life? In my life, do I have a father figure? Do I have a man that I look up to? Do I have somebody that's guiding me, that's helping me when I have those questions? You know, the guy on guy questions, or the guy on guy advice, the guy stuff that only like guys talk about, stuff like that. And honestly, I don't. And sometimes I wonder, and sometimes I wish, I guess I did, and wonder how it would be if I did have a mentor. I guess that's the word. If I had a mentor in my life, if that would change things to maybe steer me or help me with going in the right direction, or going, or help me or advise me or stuff like that. And yeah, so I never had a I never had anybody as a father in my life. It's just been my mom, me, my sister, and my niece, and that's about it. And like I said, I'm just gonna, yeah. Let me say, yeah. Like I said, I'll end the video when I, and what else? What else before I forget? I do have cousins and aunts and uncles and nieces, but it's kind of weird. It's like my mom and my mom's sisters, which my aunts, they're kind of like, they don't have that much money. You should say, like, they have money, but they're not like um my dang, why am I blanking on the word? Not my cousins, my dang it, what is the word? Aunts? Whatever. My mom's sisters, aunts, right? My mom's sisters, basically, they're the ones that have the house. They're the ones that have the they're the ones that have a house. They have their husband, which they both work good jobs, so they have a house. Oh yeah, and that's what I was going to say also. I forgot. And also, and sometimes I wish I had it like other people in life. Like sometimes I wish I had it like when people have a house, when people have their husband or spouse, and they have the house, they have the car, they work good jobs, they get to grow up in a easy, not a easy, I mean, they get to grow up in an easy start, or they get an easy start because of their parents have good jobs, their parents are directing them, their parents are guiding them into getting a career, their parents are there to get a college degree. And like I said, sometimes, I mean, yes, my mom does good things, but also my mom, there's some things that I wish um, she was more thinking of, I guess, like just thinking financially better so she could be better off. But my mom is, when it comes to, let's say, if we're going to go, or let's say when I buy things, um, when I buy my headphones, when I buy the game, sometimes she's always thinking it's so expensive. Um, I don't know. She always thinks it's so expensive to buy something, or the stuff that I buy, like a tablet, stuff like that. And she just thinks that the cheapest is the best. And for me, I'm like, I don't know. I don't like buying the cheapest things. I like being like the middle, not the cheapest. But that's how she thinks, is that being the cheapest. But I feel like, I don't know. That's just how she likes to think about when she buy things. She's always going for the cheapest stuff. Or every time I spend, she's like, "Oh, that's so expensive." No, 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 it's not even that expensive. But that's how it is right now. So it's just, if you ask, is your dad in your life? Nope, he's gone. Never has. Never will. And sometimes I wonder, if somebody were to ask me, I guess you can say, if you were to ask him, what would you say? If you were to ask your dad, what would you say? And of course, the only thing I would ask my dad, the only thing I would ask my dad is, of course, I would just ask him is why. Why did he just leave? I guess. Like, why did he just go instead of um, staying? Why did he just go? Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to feel about it. It's just weird. Like I don't know how to feel. He just left, and I always just wonder why. Why couldn't he have stayed? Maybe things would have turned out different. Maybe not. But that's about it that I can think of. And yeah, and that's just my um I don't know, my feelings, my whatever you want to call it, I guess testimony, kind of, my story about, or my backstory, I guess, just a little bit about what I'm doing, where I live, and yep, and God is good all the time, and I'm out.